All right, so I want to tell you a story about this guy. All right, so I was telling there's this guy I've been following on LinkedIn. I actually don't know how I got connected to him, but I think it was through you. His name's Bornancin. He's the CEO of a company called Seamless AI. Seamless AI is basically, it's the fourth industrial revolution of sales, or it's the fourth revolution of sales, right? It's sales 4.0, and this is what I love about it. All right, so if you look at sales numbers, so I follow this guy on LinkedIn, and I listen to all of his, I watch every one of his videos beginning to end. Not because I want to get sales tips, but because there's something about him that resonates with me. He and I are very, very similar in terms of his attitude towards life, his attitude towards work, his attitude towards his passion. I like the guy's style. I think most people, if they met him in person, might, or watch his videos, would think he's kind of like a used car salesman, comes across as like a used car salesman sometimes, or a douchebag, but that isn't the way I see him. Anyway, so I want to tell you that he was telling this story the other day. Most of his videos are actually normally really short, but he did like this 10, 12-minute video where he was talking about, I think it was on New Year's Eve or New Year's Day, he was showing his followers where his company started, in an office in his house. Clearly a nice house. But he had his desk, his VP of revenue, his VP of development. He was showing the desks that they used to sit in, and he was talking about how Seamless AI came to be. So before I explain what he said, I'll explain what Seamless AI is, or what he tells us it is, which is basically, it is artificial intelligence for getting your salespeople in front of the people they're supposed to be talking to. So let's say I'm getting ready to start a campaign, and what I'm looking for are directors of technology who are from the Northeastern United States, or work in the Northeastern United States, and have done Google searches for ignition in the last 6 months. Right? What Seamless AI does is it essentially returns the contact information of all those people, right? That's the idea. Think of the artificial intelligence doing that type of thing. So what all your salespeople start with is a full list of the leads that they need to turn into opportunities, right? To convert into opportunities. So that's what Seamless AI does. Now, anyone who's in software, and we are, knows that developing that type of platform is incredibly difficult. Like, you've got to be completely insane to want to go ahead and build that platform. But it's interesting the reason that Brandon did this. So he was a sales guy. He made X amount 1 year, and he decided to, working with someone else, to develop a prototype of Seamless AI just to help his own sales lead as a sales guy. In the 1 year that he used Seamless AI, not only did he vastly increase the amount of sales, he vastly increased his own income to nearly $1 million, right? And he realized, holy crap, I've got something here. So he decides to quit his job, take all the money he had in the bank, and turn his prototype into something that he could take out to the market. And he's very frank. One of the things I love about his videos is that he's very authentic, which is the way that we are. And we have 5 core values, and one of those is authenticity. And he talks about how difficult that process was. Year number 1, we failed. He says, I lost my partner at the end of year number 1. Anyone who's done a startup, and I've done many of them, will tell you that it is a very painful process going through the startup. I mean, there's yelling and screaming and tons of stress and no sleep, and partners come and go. That's going to happen. He talked about year 1 was we failed in year 1, and I lost my partner. In year 2, we made another stab at it. We failed again, but we didn't fail as bad, and I paid myself $15,000. Now, 5, 6 years on, Seamless AI is, he made pitches to 337 different venture capitalists and angel investors. He talked about how the importance of not giving up and being dedicated, and every day is a work day and all that stuff. And what I can say is that he doesn't know me from Adam, but I can tell you that Brandon motivates me, or resonates with me, in a way that I'm sure many of our followers, I resonate with them. And it's those interactions, those opportunities that I have to watch his videos every day remind me of the value of what we're doing on LinkedIn, the value of what we're doing, and the value of the relationships that we're developing with on LinkedIn.